How's it going, JDM crew? John here from JDM EXPO, and I've got another inventory video for you today. And probably from the interior, if you've seen our other videos before, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, it's just another Skyline. Well, yeah, it is. But for those of you that are new here, this is an R33, and if you're looking for the 32 or 34s, check our page or other videos on this channel. But if there's any other cars that you're interested in as well, we have that. And also you can see some of our past videos of older inventory that is probably long gone. But yeah, some of our more recent ones, if you're looking for any information or some of the more recent arrivals, contact our sales team, info at jdm-expo.com. And they'll be able to get back to you right away. And so about this one, yeah, it's a GTR R33. I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, he's driving another boat. Kinda, you know. This one's got a couple of good mods on it. We've even got a little ECU, the piggyback PC. I forget the brand. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Also got coilovers on here. Actual Volk racing wheels, so that's nice. A little bit wider than stock. But overall, yeah, just a couple of decent mods. The coilovers, I'm not sure the brand, but they are adjustable, height adjust and everything. Intake and exhaust, which you could probably hear. Sounds pretty good, right? Yeah. And nothing too crazy. It's got a nice mellow tone, so while I'm driving, it's not droning, not super crazy loud. Actually, when you get on the throttle, it does get a little bit louder, but hey. For the interior, we got a lot of pretty much stock. We got stock seats. Dash is fine. Just got a hole right here, and looks like they had something else mounted to there. I suspect it might have been a screen because this unit here, it's from Asia. I'm not familiar with the brand, but it does say MP4 and DVD support, so they might have had the screen right there, but that was taken out by one of the previous owners back in the day. We got a Tanita Motorsports steering wheel here. And I forgot the brand of this one. I think it's Alonza for the shift knob. Stuff that I found at Up Garage. So if you guys are familiar with that, a lot of great parts there. So pretty much a couple of overstock items. This one's actually a nice billet aluminum. Very nice. Got some fresher shift boots here and the e-brake boot. So a little freshened up a bit. But yeah, for the seats, I'm not even sure if you can see it in the frame here, but it's basically stock R33 GTR seats, which are fine. Comfortable enough. If you're looking for something with a little bit more holding power, well, you could always grab a racing seat, but this is pretty comfortable as it is. You know, nice semi-bucket seats. And yeah, whenever it arrived, we did do a air-fuel ratio check, and everything's been running really smooth here. So with a couple of bolt-ons, and that seems pretty nice on the power. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit more than OEM, but it's more or less just opened up a bit, so nothing crazy in the power area. I do have an HKS boost gauge over here, and a Mines gauge cluster here. So it says 87,000 on the clock. I'm not sure if that was changed earlier on or not. You can check with our sales team on that. I'm not sure about all the information about that, but it is included here. As for the exterior, it's just pretty much OEM for the most part. I forget if the front lip was also OEM or not, but you'll see. Got a nice silver all around. So pretty standard R33 look with the silver. It's kind of like how gunmetal is for the R32s. And yeah, it's definitely going real smooth there. Too bad we got a little bit of traffic coming up though, but it is what it is. But sounds good. And let's head over to the garage here. Just fast forward to the warehouse. I'll show you guys around on the exterior. Nothing like too crazy, but it's a good time. It's R33, so I know it's been gaining popularity over the years, but I know there's still a lot of people that have always been just saying it's like, it's too big. But R34 is actually much bigger. But yeah, let's just skip over to that. I'll show you guys around and get to see those Volk rays. All right, and starting from the interior here, a good old OEM passenger seat. Door panels and the dash right here. Well, as you can see, there was that one hole right there, and this is actually just a rubber cover there. So I think they mounted, you can see that rubber cover here. I think that was just for whatever they mounted, probably related to this audio deck right here, Asia, as you can see. Supports DVD and MP4. A lot of times people will mount a screen for either Navi or for entertainment, so sometimes both. And even one seg television here in Japan. And you can see the climate control and the triple gauges that everyone's familiar with in the GTRs. And here we go with the Mines gauge cluster. 87,000 on the clock. I'm not sure when this was changed out, so you can check with our sales, see if they got any of the info on that. ETC reader if you happen to be in Japan and use the electronic tolls, and an HKS. And it's just way too glaring there. There it is. Boost gauge. And over here we do have the new handbrake boot and shift boot, as well as the Lonza, if I can get this to focus properly. Very shiny. And it's got pretty tasteful with the Tanida Motorsports wheel, which I'll show you here in a second when I step out. There we go. And so here you can see the OEM driver's seat and passenger seat together. No sag in the headliner there. And the rear seats. And so let's take a look in the engine bay here. I'll show you what we got here. And here we are with the engine bay. And as you can see, not anything too crazy. We've got the air intake right there, and we still have the Seasonic OEM intercooler right there. So front mount stock OEM strut bar there. And here's some numbers if you're wanting to look up on your favorite registry. And you can get a little bit more info on that. But yeah, for the most part, the rest of it's OEM there. Yeah, HKS intake, and that's it really for breathing room. And as you can see, the intake plenum is flaking the coating on there, so you can see they didn't really mess with that too much. It's just stock. A lot of the ones that get repainted, I mean even the original ones from like the R32 series will flake even at low mileage. It's just, that's how it is. And there are some additional wires for gauges and some relays, so they do have some of the electronics on there, but nothing too crazy. And we do have the PIA Euro style motorsports horns, so a little bit better there, and a radiator cap for additional pressure, but still using the OEM radiator. So just a couple of little things there for added reliability. Alright, and we can look a little bit further on the exterior here so you guys can see that OEM front lip. And so while most of the silver paint is in good shape, I did notice that on the roof and the hood, clear coats have already been coming off, so it's a little bit like, at least the paint is intact, but it's one of those things we'll probably have to polish up. So it's not as glossy as it was before, but most of it is. So it's something to be aware about due to its age, but overall looking good. Let's have a look in the trunk area too. Now, as of right now, it doesn't have the spare tire in there, but you can see what's going on in here. Do you have the OEM strut bar there? And right under here, we've got the area where you're supposed to have the spare tire, so probably throw one in there if you want, or because it's got aftermarket wheels, maybe you want to put something else. So and the hydraulics have gone out on that, but they hold a little bit. Well, there you have it, crew. Another R33 here, and for those of you guys calling it a boat, okay, we get it. But for the rest of you guys that enjoy good old mid-90s goodness here, well, there we go, another R33 GTR. And if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to hit up our sales team, info at jdm-expo.com. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of your DMs will go to our sales team. They'll get back to you within about 24 hours. I do believe some of them can be reached on WhatsApp and a couple other messengers, so they can let you know that through email or also on our website. So check that out. And if you got any questions about the process, or you're looking for something else, wondering about the status of shipping to some parts of the world, because there are delays for some areas, others have been just okay. So certainly those supply chain issues globally have been an issue for some, but yeah, especially at the port access, sometimes things do get there on time, but then they're waiting to get through. So there's that as well. So definitely they can let you know about some of the status with our partners around the world. And yeah, just any other information, questions you got, they got you covered. So as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. This is John from JDM EXPO, and like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, let us know why. And I am out. See you later.